What is up, guys? Draxix dude. Going off of what the general consensus is about this game as a whole, in terms of quality, what you expect from a Call of Duty game, could be seen as Sledgehammer's greatest creation. And truly, that's what you can expect to get from this game. It's a typical Call of Duty with fast time to kill, and a large FPS style design you expect from almost any COD in the past. So why? Why is this game one to remember, unlike some of the pasts, like Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, and even Black Ops 3? Well, now this game is fully boots on ground. It has become, even though it has been boots on ground, it has become even more dynamic in people's playstyles. Even though some guns can be used more than once or more than normal by almost everybody, most of the guns are really well designed, and the whole variant selection is quite vast when you compare it to the past games where it's usually just a skin change. While this game uses the same guns and makes totally new variants, cosmetic variants that can be used effectively, some of the guns have different iron sights, which make them like even more than in past games. The guns feel great and act quite effective in hardcore and core versions of the games when it comes to balance. Another reason is the maps that the game has are amazing. Now, some people may disagree with the map design and say that they're all linear and all the same, but come to think about it, now about every other YouTuber when Ghosts was released said the complete opposite. They all said that Ghosts maps were completely big and they were a little bit too... There was less time to kill, and they tried it. They tried these new things that people were going after, and then people hated it, and then they went back. You know, it's funny how opinions shift so drastically in so little time. The perfect Call of Duty is out there, but a number of problems within the community ensure that this will never come fully to fruition. With that being said, World War II is secretly the best, because it patches problems usually very quickly, monthly events are almost always a thing, and it serves as something to do between the DLCs. Weekly orders and a plethora of daily orders make it less dull, and there's usually something to work on in that game. Progression is quite fun, and I feel accomplished when I get that variant I had wanted, and it feels like I had earned it. Now, loot boxes degrade the experience, like in most Call of Duty games, or in any video game for that matter. You can only buy the rare supply drops and the rare zombie supply drops, and there are only exclusive variants dedicated to the normal versions. Some may call this a scam, but the way I see it, it's harder to obtain it because it makes it that much more rewarding when you have it and no one else does. When people pay that much money for the game, they expect to get something. And to be honest, it gives that person or this gameplay experience to those who don't pay for it, and they are going and earning these normal supply drops like they're just going in there and playing. You can get more variants to those who have only played it for this long, and it makes it a little bit more rewarding, and it makes it so people know you're actually a veteran player. Some, like I said, some may call this a scam, because they don't tell you which variants are in which, but why should you ask? Well, why should they tell you? You should be able to play the game, and if you want to buy some supply drops, that's up to you. And this may seem cruel to those who pay money for those loot boxes. It's just you give and you take. But if everyone stopped paying for them, they wouldn't be in the game. Tell your friends or anyone that would listen to stop buying microtransactions. It's not hard. The only reason they're there is because there is people that buy them. Hell, if a microtransaction came out, say it was they do this every year. They do some skin with a emblem or whatever, and it's $5. But say only 10,000 people buy that skin, that little thing. That's $50,000 that they're getting. Because 10,000 people decided, hey, I want that. You know, it's just, it goes to the fact where there's more of us than there are of them. So if they can shell out and do this and get this much money for just a little bit of work, they're gonna do it. It's just, it's what they do here. Especially when it comes to supply drops, it goes even worse. Hell, if you pay, if 10,000 people pay for what is it now? 2,000 COD points, which is like, I believe it's $30, something to that extent. You're gonna get a good amount of money for that. Like, why release anything else like extra DLC? Because you can always just do the loot box method. Now, the gameplay is a little bit more rewarding than in past games, and that is why I believe this one delivers much more. With the release of Black Ops 4 now set for October 12th, I am still looking forward to be playing this title well into the future. While I will not get the new Call of Duty unless it drastically reduces in price, I am extremely focused on finishing the multiplayer experience here in Call of Duty World War II. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. And of course, as always, have a good day.